This don't make no sense. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Sorry for the late delay, like super late delay. First of all, teenage kids don't want to wake up in the morning, so they miss the bus. And I'm having a bunch of issues with my external drivers. I can't get the stuff off of the screen. Like literally. Can I get the stuff off the screen? Because it's saying it didn't is the disc did not inject properly. So all I got is like notification after notification, notification after notification, and I can't get him off. So you already know. This is annoying. I hate, like legitimately hate, when I have equipment, especially if it's new, because this is new, that automatically jack up, and then I'm gonna have to go buy new equipment just unnecessarily, just so it doesn't do this. And trying to fight everything else, and I'm trying to fight, but this is just this is unnecessary because I can't. No, I want to close all this stuff. Anyway, who is up in here? I gotta have this on a different screen because this is so jacked up. Ugh. Yeah, I did. Chill. What's going on? I did hear Netflix. Raw is coming to Netflix in 2025. I literally just seen that. That's actually kind of awesome because sometimes I don't even get to watch wrestling, even though I have it DVR'd through YouTube TV. I don't even get to watch it as much as I used to. What's up, Mo? Good morning. Good morning. Said I care nothing for the black hand-me-down Superman. Where is Static Shock movie? Michael B. Jordan. We're gonna talk about that. Good morning, Robin D is in the house. This is why DC is trying to hold Gunn turn around. Well, Gunn is the one who says it's still on. And we still have to remember that's still an Elseworld story. No different than the Joker, the Batman movie when they actually decide to do that movie. I know it's in development and no telling how long. Shout out to Spoiler Kings. I know they talked about this briefly yesterday, but no telling how long that's going to be in development. That could be in development hell for years. We never know. You know what I mean? So I mean it we're gonna talk about it. I'm going to pull up this article from CBR so we could discuss. I mean, if you even want to watch a Val Zod Superman movie, Val Zod I know came, at the height of the Obama election and everything. So I know it was a play towards Obama. I don't know. I mean, I'm cool with it, but I'm not really a big DC guy like that. You know what I mean? So even if they did it, it's not like it's gonna make or break me either way. I would like to see it. You know what I mean? I like to see I would like to see what the movie will be about. But again, let's just see what CBR is talking about. But let me go ahead and drop this down real quick. Again, hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Get, the Heavy Get channel. Let me. Oh, wow. I can't even get this off my screen. This is so incredibly stupid. But anyway, Hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. We're about to get into it here. Uh, I am just having a well of a time with these notifications for this stupid thing. So sorry about that. No, that's not what I want. God dang it. It's not what I want either. And I'm still getting stupid notifications. Hold on. Lord have mercy. Like if it's not one thing, it's something else. There we go. Golly. All right, let's get this over here. And let's get this thing started. You already know what it is. The real question is, I literally got a million of these did not eject properly notifications, and they're gonna just keep coming. There's nothing. Oh, that sucks. And I can't not get these off of my screen fast enough. This is stupid. Anyway, that is what it is. I had to just but I can't get these off of here for to save my life. Not these stupid eject things. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. And let's talk about this DC Elseworld conversation. Now, James Gunn has confirmed the DC Elseworld Superman is still happening. Now, I do get what the brother was saying earlier about, you know, where is Static Shock? Where's this other stuff? I get that. I totally get that. But I want to say that they've been working on this for a minute. Which again, where's the other stuff at? You know what I mean? Where is the other stuff? Good morning, Junior Network. And I kind of feel you because I'm like, okay, I don't think nobody asked for the Val's Eye story. I don't think it's black people clamoring for Black Superman. A lot of people don't even know about the Val's odds, portion of the story. I know that article went out like last year talking about, Superman should be black. Here's the scientific evidence and proof. And, people kind of went with that. It was like, yeah, I mean, technically the man goes to the sun to go get his powers. Why isn't Superman black? My biggest thing is that Superman been white, always will be white. Truth, justice, and white. Kansas white bread. He's always going to be whitey white. So I never got caught up in the whole Black Superman thing. You know what I mean? And chill. I agree with you. You got an established star in Static Shock, especially because this cartoon ran through the 90s. Original black character, nothing. I know Black Lightning came on the CW, and it was okay. There was a lot of low budget moments in that movie. I mean, that show. What's up, Raymond Coke? There's a lot of low budget moments in that show that could have been better. And probably because it was on the CW, it probably left a lot of bad taste in people's mouth. Like, I don't want to watch that. But Static Shock is right there. Static Shock literally, could be, instead of doing Blue Beetle as your teenager coming to age story, it could have been Static Shock. He could have been, your Spider-Man, your point of view character from a young person's POV character. He could have been that, with all these, the Superman, Batmans of the world, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not Cyborg, or like my man from Comics Explained calls him iPhone, not iPhone. It could have been Static Shock. Well established character. Important black comic book character. From the 90s, from the 90s, 2000s, not 90s, 2000s. But very important, original black comic book character. And you're totally ignoring that character, and I think this project was under Michael B. Jordan for Valzai. And I mean, I guess I'm not excited. It ain't like I'll flip ahead over here. It's like, yo, I gotta go watch that or whatever, yada, yada, yada. This is, again, still temporary representation. Shout out to Chillmonger for that. It's temporary representation because you're going to have this new, excuse me, you're going to have this new DC Superman movie, Superman Legacy, that's going to come out. And then you're going to come out with a black Superman movie. Who you think is going to watch what is the question. Who you think is going to watch what? We're going to watch the Michael B. Jordan Superman's mustache version or whatever, or we gonna or is more people going to go out and watch Superman Legacy? You know what I mean? And that's just like when the Flash came out. You got Ben Affleck's Batman in the Flash movie, dope, but everybody wants to see the Batman just because they want to see what the Batman is going to do. How is that movie going to be? And the Batman wasn't bad. It was a little long, but the Batman was still a better movie than the Flash. With this project, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see anybody clamoring and asking for it. I don't see a lot of people like, yeah, I love to see a good take on a black Superman movie. When you have a plethora of other characters, I think this is what the disconnect is. And I know J.J. Abrams is attached to this project, but I think that's what the disconnect from the black community in Hollywood is. You think you can just put a black Superman movie out here and then we'll all just flock for it, no matter if Ta-Nehisi Coates or anybody's writing it. It doesn't matter who writes it. You got original black characters that are out here that stories need to be told, not a repaint of a legacy character. And yes, it's an Elseworld one. It's not exactly Clark Kent or Kal-El. It's Val-Zod. Yeah. It's still the same story. To me, it's still the same story. Where, again, you have other black characters that are out there. I know that they're, they said that this is going on or whatever. I hope I hope, I know it's still in development, but I kind of hope it goes in developmental hell. Because like I said, nobody's asking for it. Nobody's asking for it. All right, so this says director James Gunn hopped on Threads on Monday to answer fans' questions. Among them, he had an update on J.J. Abrams' Superman project. A fan had asked the director and DC's Universe co-CEO whether Abrams' Superman Elseworld project was still in development, which Gunn simply replied yes. Although the co-CEO didn't elaborate on the subject or give any additional detail, he opened up about the project last year. Superman Legacy and April Superman movie are totally unrelated. He is played to IO9. That's an exciting movie. I know that Chantel Nong, who is the executive on the project, is excited about it. The director continues. So if it continues and it's great, which I haven't read the script, And if the thing and if the timing is right, that could absolutely happen. It's totally unrelated. It will be an Elseworld tale like the Joker. James Gunn is trying to restart the DC universe, and he will do that with the upcoming Superman Legacy. The superhero reboot will star David Corenswet in the lead role with Rachel Basanin as Lois Lane, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. There are still many roles to be announced, but it looks like Gunn isn't concerned about other Superman versions out there, including April Superman. April, including Abram. Superman Legacy is to premiere on July 11, 2025. All right. Me personally, I don't care about that movie. I don't care about. I like J.J. Abrams. I think J.J. Abrams is an excellent director for certain things that that he does. I don't think he did. I don't know because he left the project, so we don't know what the totality of the Star Wars project could have been. Excuse me. I don't know. But what I do know is nobody asked for this. Nobody's asking for Black Superman. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I'm not asking for a Black Superman movie. And the reason why I'm not asking for a Black Superman movie is because, again, what is it going to do? It's going to go right back to status quo for Superman. Nobody's really going to turn out for a Black Superman movie. More people would turn out for a Static Shock movie than they would Black Superman movie. Why do you say that? I'm saying it's because Static Shock had a legacy. He's a legacy character from DC. Even though he's originally not from DC proper, he's still a legacy character for DC, introduced in the DC universe. He has a tremendous track record as far as the Static Shock show, which blended, comic books and, kind of like hip hop, Black urban culture together. People love Static Shock. I used to watch Static Shock. I remember that episode of Shaq being on there. It was a cool show and people liked it. There is people that want to see Static Shock on film. They're right now like you. I watch Static Shock on film. What they're not trying to do is trying to watch a DC Elseworld about a Black Superman. That's not what I'm getting. You know what I mean? Let me just hold on real quick. I'm gonna pull something up. Give me just a second. Want to see if I could find um the information on Static. Okay, so it was the 2000s. So this is just using good old Wikipedia. This is really hindering my. I can't get to my dang on list. Hold on. Let me share. So Static Shock, for those based on Static DC Comics, for Shock, say not that. Static Shock is an American superhero animated television series based on the Milestone Media / DC comic hero Static. It premiered on September 23rd, 2000 on the WB. Remember the WB? The WB. I like chicken. Nah. But Static Shock introduced in the WB in the kids block. Static Shock ran for 4 seasons with 52 and a half hours episodes in total. The show revolved around Virgil Hawkins, a 14-year-old boy who uses his secret identity as Static after exposure to a mutagen gas during a game fight, which gave him electromagnetic powers. It was the first time an African American superhero was a titular character in his own broadcast animated series. Again, why are we making a Val Zod movie? If you want representation and you want proper representation, you got it right here. It's asked for it. And I think this is what people have a problem with, and this is again, while we're screaming recast T'Challa, is because you have a prime hero in Static, right? Static Shock is a prime superhero. You are okay, Persetta. I'm just seeing some of your comments. Imagine people in other countries mocking when DC releases this overseas, like Japan, for example, Japanese guys. You black people are jealous of white superhero or something, and it has nothing to do with us. We didn't ask for this, or just do Steel. You could do Steel, but you have to do the death of Superman, and you got to do the death of Superman right before you even do Steel. You know what I'm saying? Correctly, not what Shaq did. That I don't know what that is. They don't do that. don't do that. But what I'm saying is that you could have and again, that does not empower us. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't empower us. What it would empower us is to see a 14-year-old, Virgil Hawkins play Static in a show, because then the kids of the 2000s, there were kids that watched this show that was like, damn, I love the fact that a teenage black boy was the main hero of his own cartoon, and there's no difference that Kamala, the whole thing with them getting gas and Terrigen Mist from the Inhumans is no different. There's no different to me. You know what I'm saying? This is basically is the same character. Now, if James Gunn that's why I don't think he's really caring about this, because he knows, he's like, well, it sounds like a good movie. I ain't read no script. I ain't seen nothing, but it could be good. I don't know if the timing is right. What James Gunn could really do is you can have a Static Shock television series that leads into the comic and leads into the movies. You know what I mean? Introduce them, into some movies and stuff like that, or introduce him into a television series, let his popularity grow, and then introduce him into a movie. Just no different than Spider-Man. What's the difference between him and Spider-Man? You know what I mean? Besides, Spider-Man's been around since the 1960s, but it's still a teenage hero coming to age story. You could do the same thing with Static Shock. It especially if you do Static right, you know what I mean? I say make it just a tad bit hardcore. Everybody likes, what is it? Power and all of that. They like the grittiness of The Wire or whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because I don't watch those shows. But if you're gonna do it in that vein, then he becomes a hero of the hood. That'll be amazing. That would be amazing. And then how many black people will for real turn in to watch that show? Like, honestly, think about it like that. How many people will turn in to watch this gritty, but yet, coming of age story for a superhero going through a lot of stuff in his neighborhood? You said it's a gang fight to start it off, which I remember the first episode. You know what I'm saying? So let it be real. Let's keep it real. You know what I mean? And I think that you will have more success that way with this show than you would do with a lot of this other. Will make it, instead of making a Val Zod movie. This is just my personal opinion. I'm not saying that Val Zod wouldn't be a hit, but I don't think a lot of people are claiming or want to watch that. Are you really asking for a black, those in the comment section, put a 1 down for Static Shock, put a 2 down for Val Zod if that's what you want to watch. You know what I mean? One for Static, 2 for Val Zod. Because I just want to see something. Because I don't think a lot of people are clamoring for that. Nobody's asking for that. Hold on, let me get to some of you guys' comments. Val died is still an original black character. DC ain't paying the milestone IP owners a second. Should. That and that's the thing. You should. You got the IP. You know what I'm saying? You can pay for the IP if you want to make elephant dollars. Like for what you will pay for that IP, and this thing hits, is pennies on the dollar. It's the cost. It's the cost of doing business. You know what I mean? I don't believe in that. No, this person won't pay for the IP because look what they did with Watchmen. They paid for the IP. You know what I mean? And Watchmen is not DC proper. So I believe you can pay for the IP if you want to really make money. If you're looking at a to me, if you're looking at a character that you can make serious and you can bring in all this new territory, the territory that's been left by T'Challa, the Black Panther fans. You know what I mean? Because everybody, I mean, it's T'Challa's a little bit different than Static Shock because a lot of people been asking for Black Panther on film for years. That's why I said introduce him in a television show. You know what I'm saying? Slowly move him over into a movie. You know what I'm saying? That way you already pre-introduce this character. There's people looking for this character. You know what I mean? Again, another black superhero that's still an original black superhero, but with a vast history. You don't put 52 hours of storytelling and you leave it on the cutting room floor for nothing. To me, when you could be able to capitalize on this and make money off of it. And by making money off of it, all the nostalgia for all the kids that came up in the 2000s that watched that show. You know what I mean? Guess who was the 8-year-old and stuff like that is now a grown man seeing his favorite superhero on film. Just like the T'Challa fans. You know what I mean? This is a little bit different than even Icon because he already had a history in media. That's what I'm saying. I know it's an Elseworld story. I know. I'm not that I said that earlier. And don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you, Robert D. Nicholas Draper Ivy did a great job in a recent Static Comics. So again, there is a precedent for this. Kids grew up on Static, John Stewart, and Vixen in the early 2000s. You know what I mean? So again, there is a precedent for that character. I don't know what James Gunn is saving. We'll see. An Icon and Rocket movie will be an idea. That'd be an idea. Black Superman is going to be Black Clark Kent. I'd rather have Val. It's going to be Val Zod. This is a Val Zod movie. It's a Val Zod movie. DC will have to pay the Mousehole characters of Static. It's not Static. Static Shock is Static. Still again, that's the cost of being the boss. If you're gonna pay for the IP and make elephant dollars. Hell, they still made money off of Blue Beetle. And I believe Static has a better story than Blue Beetle. To me. All right, this is the people who watch Static. Nicholas Draper Ivy is the truth. He needs to develop characters for animation. All right. All these ones for Static. Static Icon, Rocket, and Hardware. John Majors is Val Zod. I wouldn't want him to play that either. Because then when Superman Legacy, people are not going to remember that movie over Superman Legacy if they come around the same time. Nobody's going to remember that. And I'd rather have Jonathan Majors play somebody else. I hope he's not either, especially since he's in the anime. You know what I'm saying? And you can film that style in an anime style type of. Oh man, you could do so much with that. But James Gunn wants to make the Authority. That's going to flop. I don't know. I don't know what we could be able to see. What I do know is this. I do know is that people are not clamoring, even in the comment section. Y'all not clamoring for a Val Zod movie. Y'all or whatever. You're not clamoring for that. You're not. There's nobody just making a petition like, man, I really want to have a Black Superman movie. Why ain't a Black Superman movie? Let me make a change.org petition for Black Superman. Nobody cares. Just be real. Nobody's asking for that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe at a time where they saw when J.J. Abrams thought about that and he seen what was going on with Henry Cavill, it was like, you know what? I could make a better movie. I'll make Val Zod. They can keep Clark Kent and Kal-El. I'm I'll make Foul's Eye. I'll make an Elseworld story. You know what I'm saying? So that way it's not in the continuity of the DCEU, you know, and I can make it. This probably was a good idea at the time. You know what I mean? At the same time, nobody's asking for that. There's nobody that's clamoring for that movie. You know, I mean, not that I know of. To the point where, you know, we're beating down the door, but because there's other stuff that's out there. There's other stuff that's out there. There's other IPs. Again, pay the cost to be the boss. If you're gonna get static, or if you're gonna get, you know, if it's Static Shock, static, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they call what they call it, if they call it static, if they call it Static Shock. I'd rather them call it Static Shock because of the nostalgia factor. And there is plenty of black kids that grew up with that character, plenty of white kids that grew up loving Static. So you can say they don't want to pay mouse all bullshit. You pay for what you want, especially if you can see an opportunity to make money. You know what I mean? You pay the cost to be the boss. You get the IP. You make the content. You know what I'm saying? And watch people with that nostalgia. Especially we in the land of nostalgia berries. Everybody wants to pull their nostalgia berries out. You know what I'm saying? Who has nostalgia berries for Val's Eye? Especially when he's not even prominent in DC like that. Who's buying for one, who's buying a lot of, you know, Elseworld, who's buying Earth 2 stories right now? Because when I went to the comic shop and I bought a bunch of comics the other day, I didn't see no Val's Eye comic books out there. I got the Batman Who Laughs #1 for free because dude didn't even want. He was like, I don't even know why we got this, why we even ordered it. $5 comic I got for free because the comic dude didn't even want it. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. The Dre Max Show. James Gunn can't cancel movies that he did not produce. Only what WBD can. If WBD does not want to do that, again. Is to me, I don't think that they're going to make that movie. I don't think they're, and if it does, it'd be developmental hell for years. WB doesn't share popular with Mouse owners, just like we got Black Vulcan instead of Black Lightning and the Super Friends guy. But didn't we have a Black Lightning cartoon? I mean, Black Lightning show. Did we not have a Black Lightning television show for the WB? Again, you pay the cost to be the boss. Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man in live action. Do you think that they wasn't going to work out a deal for Spider-Man and his amazing friends? I'm just saying. There's a bigger picture. They can't empower us. They have competition. Look at it like this. Look this up. The cost of racism, U.S. economy lost $16 trillion because of discrimination. Bank says. Bank also got rich off of people stealing black land. So, I don't feel bad for him. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. Kid gotta go to school. Thank you guys for tuning into. I mean, it's a little late because my teenagers did not get up for school to get on the bus. You know how teenagers are. I missed the bus, and that's something that I never ever do again. Okay, I'm showing my age. Anyway, let me get up out of here, man. What do y'all think? Black Superman, or should they do any other IPs that's out there? Put it in the comment section below. You already know that I got to get out of here.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that up, B.
All right. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of the Dre Max Show. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your Tuesday. Where is my outro at? Let's get up out of here. Me and Val's Eye gotta talk. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video Thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and Bob Hire, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.